All right, happy Monday. Welcome to our weekly market update. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, and we are going to go ahead and jump right in. I've got a lot of information to go over, our numbers, our metrics, as well as classes that we have to offer this week. And then also upcoming classes that we have. And you guys know this week on Thursday, we have our annual bonfire at Bolsa Chica Beach. And so that's going to be a lot of fun. If you have not already signed up, you can sign up at the front desk. We normally do, if you want to bring chips or fruit or drinks or something, but you bring your beach chair and you come and you have a good time. It's a lot of fun. It is a partnering bonfire that we do with our friends from Huntington Beach, our sister company from Huntington Beach. So let's go ahead and we will get started. Let's see.
What time does that start, Brandy?
It starts at 4 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I believe it starts at 4 o'clock. I'll have to look at the flyer, which we'll go over. It's in my slides. I believe it's 4 o'clock. All right, then let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Did anybody do an open house this weekend? Any open houses this weekend? No? Okay. No worries. I was going to see how the traffic was this weekend because it suggests that we should have some good traffic, with buyers feeling like this week has an upcoming rate cut on the horizon with the feds later on this week. But we will see. Let's see here. All right. So Los Angeles County, our sales trends for the week. We have increased on for sale properties as of over last month to the tune of 5.7% increase over last month. And over last year, same time frame, in September, 43.4% increase on for sale properties and a 43.4% increase overall. So far, at this point in the year, as compared to last year, we have more inventory than we did last year to the tune of 43.4%. Our inventory was really lacking last year. And so we've definitely picked things up, and we still have a shortage of supply, and we're up 43.4%. So that tells you how critical it was last year, right? How scarce it really was last year. Sold properties are down 8.7% over last month, down 0.2% over last year, same time frame in September, and up 1.6% overall. So sold properties that have actually closed escrow in Los Angeles County has increased 1.6% over last year, which is great. It's not down. And when I say it's great, just meaning that we're not negative, right? We're still in the positive. And so these numbers are showing us that our sales overall has increased. Inventory has increased, sales has increased, and as you can see, our pending properties that have actually gone into escrow has increased 2.8% over last year as well. So 3 out of our 3 major metrics that we measure every single week has gone up, which again is a great sign for us. We need more of our numbers to be on the upside of things, right? In order for us to have more sales, that means more closings for all realtors that are actually out there doing business, right? That means more pendants for us actually out there doing business and more inventory to work with for our buyers. That's what these numbers mean to you guys, mean to us as the industry professionals, right? New listing inventory is down 6.7% over last month, up 6.6% over last year, same time frame in September, and up 16.8% overall. And that's a great sign, right? New listing inventory, we need new inventory coming on the market, and we have increased 16.8%. So that is wonderful. Again, giving us new inventory to show our clients in Los Angeles County. The average active price has gone down 3.8% over last month. down 10.4% overall. So sellers in Los Angeles County are asking 10.4% lower than they did last year. However, look at this, they are receiving 4.4% higher than they did last year. Okay, so although they're asking 10.4% lower, right, due to probably bidding, due to other factors, they're actually receiving 4.4% higher than they did last year. Okay, so volume has actually still increased over last year, meaning appreciation has actually increased over last year, and to the tune of 4.4% higher, which is really good for our sellers. And we can let them know that, hey, you are receiving 4.4% higher, which is a normal amount of appreciation. Okay, we're in that normal range of appreciation. All right. Let me mute. All right. So months of inventory, as you can see, a 20.5% increase over last month. Last month, we were at 2.9 months of inventory. Currently, we are at 3.5 months of inventory. Overall, it's an increase of 40.4%. We were at 2.2 months of inventory last year. We're at 3.1 months of inventory currently. That is great for us, because we know that in a 4 months, when we hit that 4-month mark, we are at a normal, or we're entering into a normal market. So Los Angeles County now is at 3.1 months of inventory. So we're moving in the right direction. All right, then average days on market has increased 10.7%. We went from 28 days on market to 31 days on market. Overall, we're 9.1% decrease, because we were at 33 days on market and now we're at 30 days on market. So houses in Los Angeles County are only staying on the market for 30 days. And so we need to be quick when we're out there with our clients, and get them out there to see those properties quickly, because it won't stay on the market long, right? Sold versus original list price has gone down 3.1% over last month. We were at 98% of list price. Currently, we are at 95% of list price. Now, remember, we're comparing the first 14 days of August to the first 14 days of September. All righty. So just keep that in mind. All right. And then overall, an increase of 1%. Because we were at 97% of list price last year. We're at 98% of list price this year. So sellers are receiving 98% of their list price. Sellers are happy in Los Angeles County. They're even getting very close to 100% of their list price, which means that, again, we as the people who are going to counsel them on how to price their properties need to be very aware of this metric here, right? And we need to be very aware of what sellers are getting in that particular neighborhood using the specifics of their property. So we are the ones, again, that all that means is be hyper local, right? Be hyper local when you're looking at these numbers, because they could be on the higher spectrum or on the lower spectrum, depending on your neighborhood, the neighborhood that your seller or your buyer is in. Okay. Now let's look at Orange County. Orange County, for sale properties is up 5.6% over last month, up 58.3% over last year, which is great. Again, why? Because Orange County, as you will see, has the most scarcity of inventory. They have the least amount of inventory, I should say, out of any of the other counties. So definitely 58.3% over last year, having more inventory. That's great, because guess what? They had the least amount last year and this year. So it's good that we're seeing increased amounts of inventory come on the market over last year. We desperately need it, and still need more, right? Sold inventory is down 11%, or sold properties are down 11% over last month, down 0.7% over last year, same time frame in September, first 14 days. And up 3.6% over last year. So again, sold properties that have actually closed escrow has increased 3.6% over last year in Orange County. Pending properties are down 7.9% over last month, up 0.3% over last year, same time frame in August. Same time frame in September, and up 2.7% overall. So 3 out of our 3 metrics in Orange County has increased And that's, again, a good sign. We are looking at these numbers to go up as we enter into our last quarter of the year. We want to see these numbers continue to stay strong and continue to go up, because that means that our market is performing better than it did last year. Okay, that is what we're looking for. We're looking for our market to perform better than it did last year. And again, that just means for us more opportunities to get in the way of business, to do sales. Okay. All right, new listing inventory has gone down 25.4% over last month, 8.5% down over last year, same time frame in September. However, a 14.7% increase overall. So Orange County, again, just like LA County, we're seeing increases in new listing inventory and for sale, pendants, and closings. So that's great. We're seeing more inventory. New listing inventory, 14.7%. Again, we desperately need it. And you guys will see the absorption rate for Orange County is low. So you'll see why we do need the inventory, right? Average active price has gone down 6.5% over last year. I'm sorry, over last month, has gone down 6.6% over last year, same time frame in September, and 6.6% down overall. So average active price, what the seller is asking, has gone down 6.6% lower than it was last year. However, look at here, sellers are still receiving 11.2% higher than they did last year. So although they're asking lower than they did last year, they're receiving higher than they did last year, to the tune of 11.2%. So appreciation rate in Orange County is strong. It's in double digits, so it's above normal, okay? So sellers in Orange County are extremely happy because they are getting higher rates of appreciation. More than likely is because they have less inventory, so buyers are bidding on those, you know, the scarce inventory that they have. Buyers are creating that bidding war and bidding on those properties and pulling those properties up in value, okay? Look here, this tells you a lot about that story that we just told. Months of inventory in Orange County has increased 20.1% over last month. However, look at that. It was only 2 months of inventory on the market last month, and currently it is 2.4 months of inventory on the market right now. So still very low inventory in Orange County. So if you have buyers in Orange County, more than likely you are feeling this. They're not able to find what they're looking for right now, or when they bid, if they're not a very strong buyer, they may be getting outbid, right? So a 50.1% increase over last year, because look here, last year we were only at 1.4 months of inventory at this current time in the year. Currently, we are at 2.1 months of inventory. So we really, really need to see that for sale and new listing inventory make an impact here. That's why those numbers are high, and we need them to be high, because we have still a very a strong seller's market, but a scarcity of inventory in Orange County. Okay. All right, average days on market in Orange County, 8.3% higher than it was last month. We were at 24 days last month. We're at 26 days on market currently. Overall, a 20% decrease, because last year we were at 30 days on market. Currently, we are at 24 days on market. So again, in Orange County, properties are going fast, as we would expect, right? Because there's such a scarcity of inventory. No change in sold versus original list price over last month. We were at 97% of list price. Sellers are still receiving 97% of list price currently. And then a 1% increase over last year. So last year, sellers were getting 97% of list price. Currently, sellers are getting 98% of list price. So again, in Orange County, it appears we are evidently, we are in a strong seller's market, and sellers are receiving 98% of their list price, right? And they're getting double-digit appreciation over last year. They are happy campers in Orange County. Let's go to Riverside County and let's see what Riverside County is looking like. Did somebody have a question? No, we're good? All right. Let me know if you have a question, please. Or if you want to make a comment. All right, let's look at for sale inventory in Riverside County. We are up 8.6% over last month. we're up 40.6% overall. So for sale inventory that is on the market currently is up 40.6%. Again, we need that to be strong. That is great. I'm happy to see Riverside County has rebounded. I believe it was last week or the week before last, two of our three metrics in Riverside were green, meaning we were on the increase. However, there was one, which was, I believe it was our sold inventory was red, which means that we were on the decline, right? But now we've got 3 out of our 3 metrics actually are actually in the green. So that means we've increased over last year, which is great. So sold inventory, although it has gone down over last month, 11.3%, as you can see, overall, it has actually increased 0.6%. So not much, but at least we are in the positive, right? So we have 0.6% higher sales than we did last year. And we have 1.4% higher pendants than we did last year, properties that have actually gone into escrow than we did last year. And hopefully as we go into this last part of the year, we will, and we're in the fall, they say that our fall is going to be fall is our new spring, right? So we're looking to see stronger sales in this last part of the year. So hopefully that will come true and we'll see these numbers continue to increase, okay? New listing inventory has gone down 17.4% over last month, 6.9% decrease over last year, same time frame in September, and a 14.7% increase overall. So that's great. Again, Riverside County having some strong inventory numbers. However, we all needed it because we were in such a we have such scarcity of inventory and we are in such a strong seller's market that we'd like to see more months of inventory so that we can bring this into a more normal market, right? Where our supply and demand come into alignment. All right. Average active price is down 3% over last month, 1.3% down over last year, same time frame in September, and a 1.3% decrease overall. That's the average active price has gone down 1.3% for sellers in Riverside County. Average sold price has gone down 1.2% over last month, a 4.1% increase over last year, same time frame in September. I don't know why I'm getting so tongue-tied on that. And overall, a 6% increase. So although sellers in Riverside County are asking 1.3% lower than they did last year, they are receiving 6% higher than they did last year. So again, house prices have risen in Riverside. They're selling for more to the tune of 6%, which is great for sellers in Riverside County. It is it's in the range of normal appreciation, right? Between that 4 to 7%. So sellers again are happy in Riverside County. Months of inventory. This is what we look at. This is that scarcity of inventory we're talking about, that buyers versus sellers market. So an increase in months of inventory of 27.5% over last month. We were at 2.9 months of inventory. We are currently at 3.7 months of inventory. And then a 42.5% increase overall. So last year, wow, we were at 2.1 months of inventory and currently at 3 months of inventory. So again, Riverside County is definitely getting up there, just like LA County is definitely getting up there. I think both are sitting at 3 months of inventory, which is great. We want to continue to see that rise so that we can hit that 4 months and see things come more into alignment, right? And even when we get to 4, remember, 4 is just the tip of it becoming the normal market. We need to see it go into that 4 or 5 months of inventory in order for us to really see the effects of that, right? In order to stop seeing a lot of this bidding wars going on, in order to see your buyer having multiple properties to look at and have a chance at one of those properties, we'll have to see the inventory increase to, again, those 5 to 6 months of inventory. 4 months is just the tip of becoming a normal market, okay? All righty, so let's look at average days on market, 2.6% decrease over last month. So we were at 39 days on market. We're at 38 days on market currently in September. And then an 8.6% increase over last year, same time frame in September, and an 8.9% decrease overall. So last year at this time in the year, we were at 45 days on market. We're currently at 41 days on market. All righty. But don't let that fool you. Although it's 41 days on market, you guys know, just like I do, if you're out there and your buyer sees a property they like, they got to get to it, right? Because it will go fast if it's in a good neighborhood and it's a good property, meaning it's in good condition, right? So definitely get on it with your buyers. Don't let that number fool you. All right. No change on sold versus original list price over last month. We're at 97% of list price last month. We're at 97% of list price currently. And then no change overall. So zeros across the board here, you guys see. So currently, last year, we were at 97% of list price. And currently, again, we're at 97% of list price. So sellers are still getting close to their asking price in Riverside County. And again, because we are their agents, we are their consultants, we're going to help them and develop a strategy that is going to help them to sell at 100% of their list price or higher, right? All right, so let's look at San Bernardino County. San Bernardino County is 3.2% higher than on for sale properties than we were last month, 32.7% higher than we were last year, and 32.7% higher overall. So again, for sale properties that are actually on the market are 32.7% higher than last year, which is great. That means we have 32.7% more inventory on the market than we did last year, okay? Sold properties is down 10.3% over last month, 6.1% down over last year, same time frame in September, and down 2% over last year. So sold properties that have closed escrow are down 2%. So we definitely are seeing a downturn in the sales market over last year in San Bernardino County. Pendants are down 14.2% over last month, down 6.8% over last year, same time frame in September, and down slightly 0.5%. So two of our three major metrics in San Bernardino County clearly are in the decline. And we're hoping that during this fall and during going into the end of the year, we'll see an increase. Normally we see a decrease, right? Because normally November and December bring about a decrease in the market. Why? Because of the holidays, right? However, they are saying that October, November are going to bring about an increase. We should see more sales during this October, November, the fall. And it should help us going into the winter. Okay. So let's get out there with that mindset that we are going to see more inventory now and more sales in the fall. And get out there and help our buyers and sellers. Amanda, you had a question. Go ahead. Unmute yourself.
Sorry. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can, sweetie.
Okay, cool. So why are they predicting that fall sales are going to go up?
Good question. They are predicting that sales will go up because of the interest rates primarily. The Fed has already, so the interest rates have already gone down, and we're going to talk about that because I have a couple of articles on that. The interest rates have already been going down. If you guys have been monitoring that at all, we're like in the low sixes. So we were in the sevens, we're in the low sixes right now. If you're FHA, I believe you're even in the fives. The Fed has already said that the middle of the week, they're meeting, and all the indications suggest that they are going to reduce the Fed rate, which does not directly correlate or correspond with the mortgage rate. However, there is a relationship. Typically, when that rate goes down, the mortgage rate goes down. So they are saying that we may even see where our conventional rates are going to look like, 6 even, or even maybe 5.75 or something like that. And that is going to get buyers that have been on the fence off the fence. And it's also going to push sellers who have been on the fence about selling to go ahead and buy and sell, or sell and buy. I'm sorry, sell and buy, right? And so that's going to bring about some movement in our market, which we normally would have seen in the summer, right? The spring and summer, we would have seen that type of of movement, because typically people want to move when the kids are out of school and all that kind of stuff. But because buyers are sitting there waiting for that interest rates to go down because the interest rate has just been too high for them, they're sitting there waiting, right? They're waiting for something to happen. Sellers, same thing. I've got a 3% interest rate. I'm not moving. So they're waiting for something to happen. This is the something that they're waiting to happen, is for it to go down. Now, will it go down enough to cause this movement in the market? We're just not sure of that yet. But that the prediction is that it will. Does that answer your question, Amanda?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Of course, you're welcome. Any other questions? We're good? All right, let's keep it pushing. All right, new listing inventory has gone down 24.3% over last month, and overall a 12.8% increase. So we are definitely seeing more inventory coming on the market across all the counties, which is great because we need more inventory on the market, right? In order to meet buyer demand. Average active price has gone down 1.8% over last month. Overall, no change actually. So average active price has not changed over last year. So that's interesting. Sellers are asking the same that they did last year. However, they are receiving 6.4% higher than they did last year. So they're in that normal range of appreciation, and they are doing, again, well, because it's on the upper end of that amount of a normal amount of appreciation. So San Bernardino County sellers are getting 6.4% higher than they did last year. Sellers are happy about that, I'm sure. So let's look at months of inventory. Months of inventory has increased 16.8% over last month. We were at 3.6 months of inventory last month. We're at 4.2 months of inventory currently at this point in the month. Overall, a 36.5% increase. So we were at 2.7 months of inventory last year. We are at 3.7 months of inventory currently. So that's the highest that we've been across all the counties, right? In San Bernardino County at 3.7 months of inventory. They are the closest to even breaching that 4 months of inventory stage. So that's great. So we should really be looking at San Bernardino County and what the numbers do across the county, because they're going into a normal market ahead of the other counties. So you probably don't see as much competition in San Bernardino County. Again, you see house prices, the average active price being the same as it was last year, normal amounts of appreciation as last year. So not that double digit, because they have a more, they're at least more in line with, demand is more in line with supply, or supply is more in line with demand. All right.
Brandy,
Yeah,
I
please.
have a
Yes.
question. So you said that because of the interest going lower, that's why a lot of people think right now that houses might drop, but isn't the contrary? When the interest goes down, the houses go up?
I'm not sure you understood me correctly.
No, I
We
didn't.
were talking about more sales.
Mhm.
So that buyers will actually be able to buy more. They will get in the market.
Yeah,
So,
well,
yeah.
yeah,
So when interest rates go down, right, more buyers are going to get off the fence and decide to buy.
well, that's obvious, but why are people saying that the market, it's gonna crash or it's going down? Like, why is that? Is there so much speculation when interests are going down? And that
So I'm
means
not
the
hearing
house.
that people think that the market will crash. I'm not hearing that at all, that people think that the market will crash. But people are going to speculate all the time, because again, our market is in we've got so many things going on in this market right now. We've got the NAR settlement, right? That is causing a lot of speculation, people to speculate that buyers aren't going to buy because they have to pay our commission, or that it's going to cause buyers not to buy because cause buyers not to buy because they have to pay our commission, or it's going to have impact on us as real estate agents and start putting us out of business. Just all that speculation is around our industry. Then you've got the fact that the interest rates are going to more than likely go down again. So that is to the, that right there tells us that buyers are going to come in the market and that sellers potentially are going to come off the fence and actually sell their properties and then want to buy a property, right? So all that is positive for our market. In terms of affordability, affordability is going to be still an issue because if you've got buyers jumping into the market, it really depends on how many sellers decide to sell, right? Because
Mhm.
we're going to have an inventory issue.
Mhm.
And all that's going to do is that's going to cause prices to go up.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
Prices will go up if
Yeah.
interests are going down and we have no inventory or less inventory or supply and demand. Definitely
Yeah.
the prices are gonna go up.
Yeah.
So, okay, so that's why I was a little intrigued with the question Amanda had. I think Amanda was the
Yeah,
one.
but
that-
Amanda's question was different than yours. Her question is why are the economists saying that we're going to have a surge in sales in the fall?
Mhm.
Why do economists say we're going to have a surge in sales in the fall? They're saying we're going to have a surge in sales because with the interest rates going down, we're going to have more buyers buying the inventory that is out there.
Okay, makes sense. All
Yeah.
right. Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're welcome. Absolutely. Clarity is power. So that's good. Thank you for that. So we're talking about average days on market. Okay. And we said so over. So we hit that. Okay. Perfect. All right. So we are through all of our metrics, you guys, for our 4 major counties. Great discussion. I love it when we have a bunch of questions. And again, if anybody else wants to pop in on that, please feel free. We are all here to help each other and learn more about our market so that we can be more knowledgeable so that we can go out and talk to our clients. One thing that I mean, I know you guys know, you may or may not know, I just bought a house, right? And so I'm drinking my own Kool-Aid. And why did we buy the house now? We bought the house now kind of yesy to what you were just talking about, is that when interest rates go down, which we believe that they will go down, and even so soon as this week, more buyers are going to hop into the market and there's going to be more demand on an already inventory scarce, market. So why do I want me and my husband to be in competition with everybody else? We didn't want that. So I told my husband, I said, look, buy now and we will probably get better price on the house because it won't get bid up. And we can refinance. We can just refinance. When the interest rates go down, we'll just refinance. Okay. So that was a strategy we took, because that's the strategy that I'm telling my clients is you guys need to go ahead and get in the market right now. Don't wait for these interest rates to go down, because that's just going to increase demand and you guys are going to pay a higher price. Right. But if you have to buy, you have to buy, or if you want to buy, you want to buy. And those are the buyers and sellers that we're looking for right now, are those buyers and sellers that want to or need to make a move now. All right, we've got a question in the chat. Let's see. Congratulations, Miss Brandy, on your new. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Jen. Anybody else have a comment or a question on anything we just talked about? Thank you, Amanda. I love you. I love you guys using those. What do they call them? I forget what they're called, but I love them. All right.
Emojis.
Thank you. Emojis. Is that what it is? Jesse? Thank you. Emojis. So let's talk about what we have going on today, you guys. We do have group coaching. It is, it's not with me. It's actually with Diana Carbajal today. And then we do have conversations in real play tomorrow, 9 a.m. with Diana. So make sure that you guys are tuned in 9 a.m. with Diana. And then also tomorrow we have with Ed, we have our Q&A. So let's just be clear, you guys, Q&A is where you come to our class with Ed tomorrow at 11 and you come ready with your questions, right? So it's not just like Ed doesn't have a topic like he does on Wednesdays and Thursdays. with Ed, this is Q&A. So bring your questions. Like, did you do an open house and you had these people asking you these questions about the contracts? Do you not understand a segment of the contract and you need to get clarification from Ed? So bring your specific questions and he will be answering them for you in class, okay? And the only reason why, just so you guys know why we don't do it on Zoom, is because in the classroom setting, a lot of times, and this is Q&A, we can't hear in Zoom land, we can't hear the question. So it gets really difficult to hear the question. So that's why we don't do the Zoom on the Q&A, although we're trying to purchase a microphone so that it can be passed around so that we can increase that. But as of right now, it is very difficult. All right, and then we have regional tech training, organizing your database at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Then at 6:30, we actually have our tech workshop. And Eileen is going to be teaching a skill we all need to know. It's called Creating Your Do Not Call List with Eileen Zuniga. So she's going to be going through and just teaching you guys how to search the do not call list for the numbers, and then you being able to call folks and making sure that you're comforted that you know that they are able to be contacted. They are not on the do not call list. Okay. We already talked about having office hours with Ed. We have our tech workshop. Diana is actually filling in for Martha. Martha is on vacation. So if you guys hit her up on socials, just say, you know, hey, Martha, she's on vacation, enjoying, relaxing, well-deserved vacation for our girl. And she's going to be doing new agent setup. So any of our new agents, or if you're like me, you're an old agent, but still are missing some parts of the setup, go to the tech workshop. It's hands-on. She's going to be helping you to get through that. Okay. Then on Thursday and on Wednesday, we do have Ed at 10 a.m. He will be on for Zoom doing his buyer broker hour. And then on Thursday, you guys, we have our annual bonfire party, music, barbecue cookout. When we say barbecue, we are talking about hamburgers and hot dogs. But it is so much fun. It is a lot of fun. It's a lot of food. You guys, we have a lot of fellowship, fun, food, and fellowship, the 3 F's. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're hoping that everybody can make it out. Make sure that you sign up at the front desk. We have to know, because we have to know how much food to bring. So please make sure that you sign up at the front desk. And if you can bring something great, if you can't, don't worry about it. We just want to have you there. You get to meet and mingle with our Huntington Beach office, and it's a lot of fun. Okay. And then on Thursday as well, in the morning, we actually have the Downey broker preview. If you're a member of the DAOR, you're going to have Victor Gutierrez there. Learn trade secrets from this top producing agent. I love to go there because I really do enjoy mingling and getting to know the agents at the broker preview. So it's always good to know your community. It's always good to know agents in your backyard and beyond, because as you guys are out there doing business, if they know you and have had some interaction with you, when your offer comes across their desk, they're going to pay more attention to you, okay? Because they know you, right? So it's great to network with other agents. It's great to learn from other agents. Let's see, we got somebody in the chat. What? Martha take a vacation? Yes, Jennifer. Martha takes a vacation. She works hard and plays hard. And trust me, that woman works hard, which is why Jen is probably like, what? She's taking a vacation. Then on Friday, you guys, we do have contract review with the new forms. This is going to be a great class. This is being offered by Close My Transaction by Tracy and Shannon. They are our in-office TCs, transaction coordinators. And it looks like we're having a special speaker with Ed. So just really, really want you guys to, if you can, attend this class. It's going to be really great. And I'm excited about it because Tracy actually doesn't teach very often. But this is the person who you guys are giving your business to manage your transactions from a paperwork perspective. And she wants you guys to know things that are gotchas, things that she's seeing that are overlooked, things that, you know, normally she has to come back to us on. And so this is really a good class for us so that we can have our eyes on the right things on these contracts. All righty. Let's see. In today's meeting with Diana, is today's meeting? Yes, it's both, Monzer. It is in person and on Zoom. Oh no, I'm sorry. You said you received it, that it's in Zoom only. Maybe it is. Let me see. It is a Zoom only. Okay, so Diana is teaching Zoom only today, you guys. Sorry about that. I didn't realize that. So today is Zoom only. Thank you for that, Monserrat, because I've got to call somebody because I invited them in class. All right, and then I'm excited about this class, you guys. We are doing a leverage series. It's called Leverage Series. It's being offered by Lacey Piccolo. Lacey is the COO for the Fred Said group, which is a group that does over 250 transactions a year. Fred is based, I believe, in the Irvine area, and he has several offices across Southern California. And he's in our market center. He has an expansion team in our market center. Lacey is going to be talking about maximizing your efficiency in business. And that is, oh, I didn't put the other one. I'm sorry. The first one is on September. You guys got to mark your calendars. It's in September. It's on September 26th. And I'm just going to make sure I got that right. Yep, September 26th at 11 o'clock, same time, September 26th. And she's going to be talking about finding and training and leveraging your virtual assistant, right? So first of all, she's going to talk about when you need one, why you need one, and how to take your business to that next level using a virtual assistant and really maximizing that person. Okay, and then the next class is October 8th, which is the one you see here, right? And this one is going to be maximizing your efficiency in business through your virtual assistant. So if you are somebody who is really trying to take full advantage of, you know, your time and leveraging off those lower activities. And when I say lower activities, those activities that don't directly make you money, right? Giving that to someone else, making flyers, things like administrative things that have to do with your database. If you want to leverage those off to someone else at a lower cost, not have an actual person on payroll, that is a virtual assistant. So if you're interested in that and learning more about that, this leverage series is definitely for you. Okay. And if you know any agents out there in the marketplace, friends of yours that are struggling and need help, this would be a good series for them, because this is going to teach them how to hire a virtual assistant and utilize that person to take their business to the next level. Okay. Any question about the classes? We're good. All right. All right. All right. So involved in a cash sale, see if the new rules will affect you. So I just wanted you guys to know that the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network has actually put in in arm with the Treasury Department, has put in new rules. This took place last month, but this has to do with all cash transactions. And it is going to require that we do more paperwork. Just like with the NAR settlement requires more paperwork, there's going to be more paperwork involved with all cash transactions in order what this is all supposed to help with is money laundering. Okay, so any suspicious activity, they're going to be requiring that we file suspicious activity reports when involved with cash transactions. Okay. So just know that some changes are coming down the pipe as it relates to all cash transactions, and there are going to be some new rules. that are going to be put in place. And I'm going to be bringing that to you guys in more detail at a later time when we get more details about it, like what forms, what do we need to do. So we just know that this recently was announced, and that it all has to do with money laundering and to reduce the amount of money laundering. And so there's going to be some new rules that are going to affect us as real estate agents. Normally we see this on the lending side, but now there's going to be forms that the brokerage has to fill out and us as agents may have to fill out if we have all cash buyers and we're involved in an all cash transaction. Okay. So, all right. The next, by the numbers, the next article was agents. Here's some motivation for uncertain buyers. Actually, I think we had kind of talked about this, but again, this is where realtor.com came out with an article, and they were basically saying the same things that we were saying, right? Is that with the reduction of the interest rates, it is definitely a good thing for buyers. Buyers are going to be motivated to buy. They're uncertain right now, but this may actually motivate them to buy, which and the motivation will come from the dip in the interest rates. Affordability is definitely still an issue. This article was talking about that. Affordability is definitely still an issue. However, with the interest rates going down, it may help with that. It may ease some of those concerns about affordability, right? However, how much the interest rate will go down is still in question, and will it go down enough to motivate the buyers? And that is to be seen. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is that they believe that the Fed is not only going to lower the rate this midweek, but they feel like, and when I say they, I'm just talking about the industry experts. So the NAR president, Lawrence Yun, even said this in a recent interview. He mentioned that he believes that the interest rate is going to go down. They're going to cut the Fed rate several times this year. Okay. So that could mean that our mortgage rate is going to see a couple of reductions this year, not just the one we're going to see hopefully this week, but another one, right? And possibly another one. And remember, the Fed cut rate, when the Fed rate is not a direct relationship, not directly with the mortgage rate. However, they do have a relationship. It is not directly related. They have more of, they're like second cousins, if you will. Typically what happens with the Fed rate, actually has a correlation with the mortgage rate. And when we see this rate go down, we normally see this rate go down. Okay. So it does have that, indirect relationship, if you will. All right. And then again, interest rates plummeting to below. They're predicting that it will go below 5%. I'm sorry, below 6%, not 5%. It would be awesome, but below 5%. All right. So everything we're seeing out there says that all these articles are suggesting that. And so we just want to be on top of this. And again, talk to your buyers. Talk to your sellers about what rate would make them move, right? What rate would it be that would make them actually want to get off the fence and actually hop into the market? What are they actually looking for? What rate are they looking for, right? And you should be writing that down so that when it comes close, you are ready to call them and get them pre-approved, right? Unless it's just some unrealistic rate. Any questions, you guys? Thank you guys for being attentive. Thank you guys for staying. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, a productive week. I hope to see you in training this week. We've got a lot of great stuff going on.
Thank you, Brandy.
Thank you, Miss Brandy. Congratulations on your new house.
Thank you, Jen. I
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank you so
it.
much.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Brandy.
All right.
Thank you, Brandy.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Brandy,
Yes, hon.
congratulations for you and your family.
Oh, thank you, Marlena.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Alberto. Thank you. Kim, thank you. You guys are awesome. Have a good week. I'll see you in
You
the market
too.
center. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, Brad.